Every generation is and must be competent to all the purposes which its occasions require. It is the living and not the dead that are to be accommodated. This is a story about a city. This city. It is a story of streets and neighborhoods, and of the people who live in them. $8 million is what it adds up to. 8 million people who work, who eat and sleep, who live in this city together. Neighbors. It is the people who make a city what it is. And in another sense, it is the city that makes the people. Look at it this way. People come together for warmth or for safety, for comfort or gain. People come together and a city begins to happen. Houses go up. Streets go down. Bridges span the rivers. Tunnels lace the earth. And a city grows. People keep on coming in the search for friendship, fun, for love, for learning. A city grows, changes, moves, and as the city rises toward the sun, it leaves behind a neighborhood like this, random, careless, cruel. This is the slum, littered, airless, blocked. Backwash of a city's growth. In slum areas, death from tuberculosis is twice as much as that of other areas. Death in infancy is almost double the city's average, and the general death rate is 1/3 higher than the death rate of all New York.
Many millions of Americans still live in habitations which not only fail to provide the physical benefits of modern civilization, but breed disease and impair the health of future generations.
Everywhere the same signs. Decay, waste, neglect, dereliction. And for one who escapes, there are thousands who stay behind. for reasons like this.
Could I see the apartment? No. No. No children.
Reasons like this.
Well, I suppose that does it.
Mr. Greenberg?
That's right.
Sorry, the apartments are all gone.
But that's impossible. They sent me that...
The apartments are all gone.
Reasons like this.
A month's rent in advance. $50 a month and $1,000 for the furniture.
$1,000? You call that furniture? A beat-up old couch and a couple of moth-eaten chairs and a 10-cent painting? Well, I wouldn't give you a dime for it.
Well, that's the way we rent the apartment.
Oh, no, not to me you don't.
And for reasons like this.
Yes, the apartment advertised in a paper. Yeah, the rent's okay. A present address? Lenox Avenue, 1455. What's that? Wait a minute. You got it advertised. How do you like that?
And so, people live here ghetto-bound, by color, by religion, by poverty. Ghetto-bound because there is no place else they can go. The city, aware of its responsibility to the living, built a house, a lot of houses. Houses which ask no questions about a man's race or color or creed. This is the first house the city built, 1935. The first house built by any city in the United States. 258 families moved in, paid $25 a month for 4 rooms, including gas and light, including trees. 1939, more housing, like this, Red Hook. 1940, Bladdeck houses. 1941, more building, Fort Greene houses. But suddenly, in December 1941, war, and no more houses went up. 4 years later, the victorious army came home to this, Quonset huts. And this, evictions. To fight the evictions, the city stepped into the picture with controls administered by the temporary City Housing Rent Commission. Soon the city's building program was fully underway once more. This is the way the city builds a house. Plans go from the City Housing Authority to the Board of Estimate. The Board of Estimate checks and approves the financing. The Budget Director checks the City Housing Authority budget. The Department of Housing and Building checks the plans for fire exits, ventilations, specifications, safety. and against the master plan of the city, the City Planning Commission checks for sanitation, transportation, schools, checks and approves the site. The old comes down, the new gets underway. A blueprint becomes a house ready for its tenants. In one day, the city has had as many as 30,000 applicants for one housing project. The forms are handed out, answered, mailed. The City Housing Authority asks questions. Citizen, resident, veteran, income, married, children, present living conditions. And a name becomes a number with a priority. In this interviewing room of the City Housing Authority, each applicant chosen impartially by a number tells his own story in his own way. And behind each story lies the same set of facts. No heat, no room to raise a family, rents too high, 6th floor walk-up. The answer? An apartment in the city housing project, a place to live with space, air, design, light. $3,000 children live here. 2,000 families. Here, there is room for growing boys and happy babies. Here, the day begins.